accountability. Now, the Law Society of Kenya has effected its nationwide boycott of court proceedings, citing the judiciary's failure to adequately address complaints related to corruption, delays in the administration of justice, and lack of accountability within the court system. The boycott is expected to see lawyers across the country refrain from attending court sessions. LSK says that the boycott is a lawful and proportionate form of protest aimed at pushing for reforms in Kenya's justice system. The Law Society of Kenya has also listed 12 judges and one chief magistrate whom it alleges are implicated in misconduct affecting the delivery of judicial services. LSK insists the action is aimed at pushing for judicial accountability and not attacking the judiciary. The society claimed some judges have ignored its boycott notice by forcing advocates to proceed with hearings, even as spot checks in several courts showed business continuing as usual.
And it is yet another sign or signal that Kenyans have been left in the cold and the judiciary is not welcoming them. But we will continue fighting until we accomplish our goal, whether we are in the cold, whether it is raining, sunshine, or whatever weather. Continue.
Thank you so much. Our first question is, would you mention at least just two of some of the most outstanding cases against either a judicial officer or any member of the judiciary that you think that is in question in regards to integrity or even corruption itself? My second question is, how do you mean to ensure that we are not spectators in that this identity time we see in the past LSK supporting the judiciary when there was disappeared this time on the other side. How do you defend that we are not being able to
First, let me say Chapter 10 of the Constitution, which establishes the judiciary, identifies two key pillars for a strong judiciary in Kenya. One is independence and one is accountability. As the Law Society of Kenya, we remain very committed to pursuing the full realization of both pillars. And anytime we find threats against independence of the judiciary from anyone, the executive, legislature, county governments, any individual or anyone in particular, will always stand very firmly in support of the judiciary. The judicial oath asks every judge to administer justice without fear, favor, prejudice, influence, ill will, or even a benefit to one person that is contrary to the law. But the second pillar is accountability. And independence should never be used as a shield against accountability. The Constitution of Kenya creates several accountability mechanisms. So what we've noticed in the past is that as we have kept pushing for independence, some members, not by far the majority, but some members of the judiciary have used that push for independence as a shield against accountability. So we are now rebalancing the scales. So we are not people who are acting as agents of any person apart from the public, who have the sovereign will and who give delegated responsibility to the judiciary, delegated authority for them to act for the best interests of Kenyans.
Still on a related matter, and lawyers at the Nakuru Law Courts led by